Your face! Your face!
Alright. I think it's good. Hi, Mr. Winnie Cat. How are you doing today? The creek runs out of that pipe there. I think it comes out of the road, or out from under the road. Because the road's right there. I've been here before. This is I've been here like one other time. Cool. Yeah, I've been here one time walking around, and then I've ridden my bike here before. See, I don't know why the bit rate was so bad right up there, but it's better here. I don't know how muddy the trails are gonna be. It looks like they just put like fresh mulch down. But it's been raining so much. And I've been here before. I definitely never go bike riding here in the winter because it gets like mega muddy. It's like right here is water running along the edge of the trail. Oh, that's actually the creek. It just comes out this way. I thought it used to all run over that way, but some of it's running right here beside the trail now. I wonder if that got rerouted. This kind of looked like it was flooded pretty bad. Because there's leaves washed up against all these bushes. It's just a little tiny creek, but when it rained, as much as it's been raining the last few weeks, I could see it getting pretty bad. Oh, hello. What a surprise. Hi, Fifi. Hey, I mean, I didn't want to miss the end of the stream, and I can just walk around listening to music just fine. So, I thought, well, I'll just stream and watch the rest of your stream. And then I'm typing it in, I see Sarah says something about I'm rating, and it's like, oh, or that I'm streaming, and it's like, oh, I'm about to get rated, and I'm typing in chat. Hi, Ari. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Fifi. I'm just going on I only have like an hour of daylight, but I'm going on kind of short walk. It was funny though when Sarah types that I'm streaming, and I'm just like, thanks for stream. I wonder if they're replacing looks like redoing some of the boardwalk. I guess this boardwalk right here. Might walk that way on the way back. First I'm gonna go around this way. That goes over to the creek in a big loop. Yeah, anyways, thank you for this raid. And welcome everyone. Sorry, trying to put my glove back on. I'm sorry, Sarah. Yeah, there. Like there's water sitting on the side of the trail. I was wondering if the trail would be too wet to walk on, but they have like a lot of mulch they put down on it. The beginning of it that has been pretty muddy before when I've come here had like looked like brand new mulch on it, so it all seems good. Which I guess, I mean, this is right off Lake Washington, and it rained a lot, but not really enough to raise Lake Washington because it's such a big lake. So it's probably easy for all the water from here to just run out to the lake because it's a big, like, wide creek and wetland area. Huh, I wonder what they're doing here. It's little pieces of wood. Oh, those must be these blocks. Oh, yeah. All right, bye, Pee-Pee. Hope you have a nice shower. That's pretty freaking horrible. I have never played Beat Saber when it's that hot. 92, almost 93 in your room. That actually sounds absolutely awful. I could, but I don't know if I'd want to that much. It's out in the puddle of sweat. Uh-huh. I'd probably feel like it, definitely. It wouldn't be that bad for me playing chill stuff, but playing like really, really fast stuff when it's that hot would be really miserable. Yeah. Yeah, people here act like it's hot when it's up in the 80s. What? I'm clicking around with stuff. Yeah, 85 degrees. People are cooked. Okay, yeah. That's what they definitely seem like. It gets up in the 90s, and it's kind of nice because I can go to the parks and there's just nobody there. It's like you have the whole thing to yourself. Everyone's hiding inside like they're dying. And I'm still like not as used to it as I used to be because I'm not hardly ever in the 90s anymore. It only occasionally gets that hot here, but still used to it compared to, you know, most of the people that live here. Yeah, this trail's like not bad at all. The whole thing. Oh, I forgot to start the other app because I think I left the mileage on, but it's not actually saying how many miles I've walked. Temperature would probably be about the same anyways, because I think the temperature here is probably about the same. Might be a degree different than where I was at last time. All right, that should be better. It should be up. It should be updating now. Oops, I dropped my glove. Right now I just need to shake the camera around one more time while I put my glove back on. Alright, sorry. Now I'm good. Now we're good. Yeah, I hope you all had a nice Christmas and everything. Oh yeah, I didn't really respond. I'm sorry, Sarah, you lost your watch streak. I guess you got a really high one going when I was back visiting my parents and streaming like every single day, or sometimes twice a day. Like really fast. And then you didn't have power for 3 days, which sucks. $25, dang. I assume you saw it once you ended last night, but I hit 20 yesterday. Not yesterday. Friday on your stream. I forgot what today was. I didn't stop there because someone on that bench, and they were also smoking, and definitely don't want to breathe in smoke. But there's plenty of other places down here where you can see the creek. It's fine. I figured you would see it. I mean, I've heard you say you see them after stream. I figured I'd just share it, and you could see it later. I thought I had lost mine on Iz's stream because I missed one of his streams, and I went back and watched the VOD, but and I went back and watched the VOD, but it never popped up with anything about watch streaks saying that I had saved mine. And they also didn't send me, when I missed like one of your streams the one time I have, like Twitch sent me a notification saying that I was about to lose my watch streak, and they didn't with Iz's. And watching the VOD, it didn't come up with anything, so I thought, well dang, one of the times I watched it must have just not counted. But then last night it counted for that. I don't actually remember what I'm up to, 15 or something. This creek looks very swampy. I don't know why bitrate's not stable today. You and Izzer are the two people I have the large white streaks going. I think Fifi's the only one else that I have one going on right now that I hadn't lost. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I make it hard. Like, you have no clue when I'm going to be streaming. Like, and especially like when I was at my parents', I was streaming like really, really early in the day compared to when I do here, because I was on Eastern time. Well, Eastern time and getting up earlier. So it's like some of the days I was getting up close to the time that I would go to bed here. So it was like a huge switch with the 3-hour difference, and rotating more to day shift. Here's We made it to the creek, or I guess it's a creek. I think this is actually what's called the Slough. Which is basically a big wide creek that water moves really, really slowly because it's like right before it runs into, it's like basically at lake level. There's a duck over there. I'm scared. It kind of went on the other side and now it's going down. Uh-huh. Yeah, I've thought about trying to do a schedule. I did for just a little bit before. If I did one, if I only streamed at days that I could schedule. Also, what is that? I don't remember seeing it before. It looks like it has holes in the back between it and the wood. Maybe it's a bird nest. I wonder if it's a bat box. I've been to another park here that had bat boxes. They look different than that. I assume it must be, yeah. It's all solid except for there's that like vent right there line in it, and then there's holes where they can go between it and the board it's mounted on. Hi anonymously. How are you doing? But yeah, anyways, what I was saying about schedule, I just saw that and got distracted. Wanted to see what it was. I wouldn't be able to stream as much if I only streamed the days that I knew for sure I could schedule a stream, which wouldn't be. But I could schedule a few streams a week on like days that I could, have streams. It wouldn't help with like, keeping watch streaks and stuff, but it would help where like certain streams people would, like I can't really schedule IRL ones because like it might be just pouring rain when I was planning on going out and raining too hard that I don't want to get out in it. But I could at least do like some afternoon ones and do like either like when it's going to be daylight, and I can either do Beat Saber or like if I don't want to play that or and it's nice outside, do IRL at a certain time. I've like considered that. And good, thanks. You? I'm good. It's nice weather here today. Hope you had a nice Christmas. Oh, they've been doing work on this boardwalk also, it looks like. Alright, we're gonna go this way. That's that goes back out the way I came in. That's like a little short loop. We're gonna go around here if the trail's open. I see cones up here. Looks like they're just working on it. See, some of these boards look new, like this one right here. Or newish. It was mostly for me, but I got to do a video call with my parents and my family back home and open gifts with them. Oh, it looks like they replaced this whole section and haven't put the rails on again. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I really wanted to stay there until Christmas. But that would have been like if I had almost considered it, but that would have been like being gone for like from home from like for over a month. And I thought that was too long. Because I went down there to visit them for Thanksgiving and then stayed a long time after that. We still got to see each other open gifts and stuff just over video. So it wasn't too bad. Man, this is like so slick. When I'm like stepping off my shoes, like they're almost sliding, like the foot I'm stepping off of, if I'm like pushing myself forward, it almost like slides. It's like not slick enough that I'm gonna fall over, but like running on it, I might fall over. I wonder if that jogger was jogging on this. Maybe they had shoes that get better traction than mine. Or it might not be that bad if you're not turning. Probably not. Here's a kind of marshy place. There's a bunch of cattails here and stuff. I've been confused about this. It's a bunch of sticks. Almost looks like beavers try to dam it up and then they either the water pushes through or they dig that out to keep it from flooding the area. But these sticks also I don't think they really look like beavers have chewed them. See the way some of them look like they've been cut off. So I think this might just be where I don't know, maybe it's where they cut stuff down from the blueberry farm or the side of the trail and they just pile it here. I've been confused about this before. It looks more like a man-made, at least by how all the sticks, the later just like cleanly cut off. It's a bunch of ducks down there. Oh, and this over here where the buildings are at, that's downtown Bellevue. That's where the Christmas parade was at that I watched on Christmas Eve, I guess. That's when I went there. It's like pretty much the same buildings, because these that right here you can see, these right here, I think the park I went and walked around is right over here to the left of them, because that's like the edge of downtown. Because I think it's those right there are some of the ones that the mall was in, that the parade was outside of. Oh look, there's another bat box. Assuming that's what those are. I want to go kayaking here sometime. There's a boat ramp down right before this runs into the lake that you can put in. Or kayak, it's like kayak canoe, like non-motorized boat launch. Huh. So Ari, you were talking about flooding. The path, once it comes down from the bridge there, and all of this has gravel all over it, like it's been underwater. And there's a trail closed sign there. So I think all of this did actually get underwater. I've never seen this dirty, where it looks like the water's gotten this high. But I don't know what else would get all this gravel all over the path. These are all kind of pushed over, like there's been water coming down here along the path. So I guess this did flood pretty bad. The path's a little higher on that side, and it didn't look underwater, and the bridge definitely looked like it was out of the water. But once it came down off the bridge, like this elevation, like all this dock was definitely underwater. That's what it looks like. Yeah, did do some pretty nice ones there. There's a lot of stuff to do there, just like here, like outdoor stuff to do. Oh, that reminds me, I paid for a month of Starlink service so I could do that stream like when we went and drove up around Great Smoky Mountain National Park and stuff. Well, I still have a week of that left, and I have quite a bit of data left because it's expensive, so I don't pay for. I have my regular cell service that is a lot cheaper, and Starlink I'll just go pay for like a month and try to do a bunch of streams that I need the Starlink for, and then cancel it until the next time I want to do quite a few. So I think I'm going to try to go to Leavenworth either tomorrow or Tuesday and go look at the Christmas lights. And then I can stream the drive there, like going over the pass, because that would probably be pretty, like, pretty nice. And there's really bad cell service out that highway. Like I won't need it in town, but I could stream the drive going there. And I guess the drive coming back would be in the dark. So probably won't do that, but at least I could going out there. Yeah, during summertime, like I had more stuff that I was kind of planning on trying to use it on, and I could have a few weeks ago, but I was gonna set up where I could mount it to my bike and have better service on some of those rail trails up in the mountain, but all those are snowed in now. Oh, here's the light rail over here going by. So it's like a month ago I could have still did more stuff up in the mountains, but almost everything is like, I was trying to think of a couple streams I could do the next week that is working, since I have quite a bit of data left. But most of the stuff that I had ideas for are all snowed in. The other thing is I'll probably pay for another month in the spring or something and try to go over to the Olympic Peninsula, because there's really, really bad cell service over there. And try to go some of the places. Gotta run some packages. We'll still stream on, but be driving. All right, bye, Harry. Good luck on that. I thought about trying to do Olympic Peninsula this week also, but so Leavenworth is like a little over 2 hours away, so I can just go drive there and hang out a few hours in the daylight and then wait for it to get dark so you can see all the Christmas lights really well, because they like light up the town a lot with Christmas lights, and then just drive back. To go all the way over to the peninsula, you really need to spend at least one night, because it's like the stuff over on the other side, like over by the ocean, it's like a 4.5 hour drive. So driving there and turning, like, to drive there and drive back in the day, you basically do a whole day of driving just for a few hours. But I hadn't actually looked over there, but at least Leavenworth was a little expensive for spending a night, because I was planning on, when I went there, spending a night and coming back the next day, and then I realized it wasn't as far off as I thought it was. So, and it's kind of expensive, like this week, because it's, I guess, holiday week kind of between Christmas and New Year's. So I assume the peninsula might be also, but I guess I could look. I also don't know, though, either if winter is a nice time to go over there. So I probably would rather just put that off and do that in like the spring or summer, and go like pay for another month of Starlink then when I need it for that, and then do some bike rides. Oh yeah, so I didn't really say, I've just been talking about streaming since I've been walking along here. These are all blueberry bushes. Yeah, so like You Pick Blueberry Farm, where you can go pick your own blueberries. It's like part of the park. I guess they lease this is like a Bellevue City Park, and I guess they lease the land. And the city lets them have a blueberry farm here. And it's all, I guess, irrigated. Have all these ditches going through. The creek I went over is just right over here, kind of, but it's through the trees where you can't really see it. So this all has standing water. I'm assuming a lot of this was underwater, if the path back there was underwater. This mulch I'm walking on is really, really wet. Like, I'm not sinking in, like leaving tracks, but it's really squishy. Oh yeah, and see, it's irrigated, and then they have some places like this where they I guess this is lower than the creek, so they're pumping the water out back into the creek. Oh heck. And it looks really oily. It looks really oily, this water. That's weird. It was just pumping water out of that pipe and then it stopped. Maybe it does just every so often to keep this like a certain level. I should have just started growling like I was dying. To the joke. Okay, here's another bat box. Sounds like it just started pumping water again because it was quiet and now I can hear water splashing over there. Here's the bridge that I walked across. Wait, is that the top of Rainier? Or is it a cloud? I think that's the top of Mount Rainier you can see. Right there. Over the trees sticking out. I have to look. I was gonna walk around the other side of the farm. The trees might be in the way everywhere else. This might be the only place you can really see it, like looking down the creek. I was thinking over on the other side of the farm though, probably be able to see it. And I know you can see it from the bike trail that goes by like the south side of the, like through the south end of the park. It's pretty good view there. Oh, that's weird. There's like what looks like a old boardwalk or a wooden bridge or something going along there on that part. Right beside the creek. I was wondering if it's like used to be an old trail, but if it is, it's really grown up with trees on it. So it's pretty old if it is. So most of these ditches, I guess there's probably a pipe going through there. Or either it ends. And there's that one big one that has a bridge going over it that has the pumping station to pump water out up here. I think there was one more like that with a pumping station. Here's another one that goes under a bridge. But it just goes off into the woods. Oh yeah, that is Rainier. You can see it really well from here. Or better. There's Mount Rainier right there, sticking out above the hill. Farm ditch, keep out. See Mount Rainier right there. I don't know. I hadn't looked at their website. Last time I looked, it kind of looked like they weren't keeping Paradise open this year, like plowing it, but that was also during the government shutdown, and that might have been a temporary thing and not something they decided to do this winter. I might be able to go drive up there and look at the snow, because some years at least they try to plow the road when, so it closes during like snowstorms, but they'll plow it in between. I went up there back in like October and drove around, but I could go again and see the snow. That's a Starlink activity. Let me look at the time. 3:41. So I'll head on this way. This is just a little boardwalk, but unless you want to walk down the sidewalk, down the side of the road, you got to come back this way. And it's gonna start getting dark soon, so I don't think I really have time for that, because I parked like way over on the side of that hill. There's a road that goes along it, so I have to walk all the way back over there before it gets dark. Actually, this like building right here, that might be where I parked up beside it, or there's some more down the road that you can't see from the trees. And you gotta walk all the way back down here to get to the bridge. It's the only place to get across the creek. So I guess I'll head that way and I'll get back about at sunset, I think. Oh yeah, you can see Rainier from here. I kind of thought it might be a good view, because you'd be able to see over the blueberry bushes. It's hanging out right there. Oh yeah, I should show this. So I guess they dig these ditches out, and it looks like that one to keep it dug out. And it is kind of part of the swampy areas over there. So I guess water runs in here. I guess the blueberry farm is basically in the middle of a swamp. And to keep it from flooding or getting wet enough that the blueberries can't grow, they pump the water out of this section. Because you can tell there's water coming, like flowing this way. You can see the water moving. Oh, this is the ditch that has the pumping station at the end. So it kind of looks like all of this area is lower than the creek over there. And they just pump the water out to keep it dry enough for blueberries. And this whole area looks built up more than like that there to me. Or it gets more solid ground. My hands are getting cold. I'm gonna put one of them in my pocket. I was kind of holding the phone with two hands because I can not make it bob quite as much doing that. Oh, is this like where they planted new bushes? Maybe the old blueberry bushes died or something? I have a problem. I was wondering why my hand wouldn't move in my pocket. I had this stuck in it for some reason. Oh great, now it's stuck on both my gloves. I'm trying to get it off without ripping my glove apart too much. Alright, I saved it. I think I actually have to take my glove off to have something to grab it and stick it back in there. I'm sorry for the roller coaster ride. We'll be over it momentarily. So I get this dang, right there you go, Velcro strap. It came off of a USB cable or something. I don't even remember what it came off of now, but I stuck it in there last week or something when I was wearing this jacket streaming. So I'll stop and wait when the ads play. Take a break, sit down or something, and then keep going. Oh, so this is the building for the blueberry farm. It's like a greenhouse. Mercer's a boardwalk, 0.1 miles. Alright. That's the boardwalk that went off a different way when I went across the bridge. Or on this side of the bridge, right after I went across the bridge. Downtown Bellevue, you can see again. And a nice view of the farm. I hear a bell or something, I assume, for the train. Hello. I wonder if ads are about to start. This should be a good place to stop, I think. Oh, there you go. Alright, I'll just hang out here. Alright, chat, you can sit right here. Ugh. This isn't wide enough for a tripod. Alright, hello. Oh, this thing sticks to the inside of my coat also. I was gonna go do something else with this, put my gloves off while I'm not holding the phone. While we wait. And the phone, I just sat it on the top of this pole right here. Everything good battery-wise? Oh, thank you. I've had this for a long time. I just don't wear it very often. It's just a Eddie Bauer beanie. Alright, I think everything's good battery-wise. Is it? Yeah. I mostly haven't ever wore this once I started wearing glasses because it kind of holds it off my ears. And I usually just use the hood if I usually I just let my ears freeze and then just use the hood. And I didn't think this helped that much because air could come up under it. But this year, since I've gotten where my hands don't freeze that much, it's also my ears have stopped freezing as much. So this seems to be fine. Yeah, it is. This coat's really, really warm also. It's like, I don't know, 0 degree down coat or something. All right, now we're good whenever, oh, there's a light rail cruising through. All right, ads are over. Awesome. All right, welcome back, everyone. I was just hanging out and sat the phone there and did some of that Velcro cable tie or whatever so I can put my hands in my pockets without my gloves sticking to it. Since I sat the phone down and I could take my gloves off. No, keep walking. He is 3:55. Oh yeah, here's a really, really good view of downtown. Like I said, that's where I went to the Christmas parade a few nights ago. It's downtown Bellevue. And this right here is the light rail station. It's a parking garage, and here's the train track. Goes along there. The clouds are kind of cool looking today. Yeah, this trail right now, there's just water on both sides. The trail's just up on dirt, mounded up dirt a little higher. Goes through a swamp, basically. Even in the winter when I've been here, I don't think there's usually this much water. I think this is all still extra water from the flooding. Because part of the trail over there definitely looked like it had been underwater. So, I don't know. This looks like it's been underwater, but probably the swampy areas on both sides are all way higher. Alright, we're back to the boardwalk. So this goes over, this is a boat ramp. There, oh, all of this looks like it was flooded. I mean, you can't really tell here because it's gravel, but there's gravel all over this whole boardwalk. This way also. So I guess all of this was underwater. So I guess that does make sense why there's still more water around. But yeah, the boardwalk's or the boat launch is kind of around this way. It's down at the bottom of the creek before it runs into the lake. It'd be fun to go kayaking here sometime. I want to. If I had a kayak, I could go buy a kayak and put in there. This is like a really small creek, I believe, that goes through here. So I'm kind of surprised the water got high enough to flood all of this, but I guess not too surprised. Like a lot of the rivers flooded really bad, but they're like coming in from the mountains, and it rained a lot more up in the mountains than it did down here. Like the really, really rainy day, where the flooding really started was, or really got bad, was a lot of the Cascades. It rained like 5 or 6 inches in a 24-hour period, and I think in the same 24-hour period it only rained like 1.5 inches or something down here, or maybe just 1 inch. I don't remember. It was way, way, way less. Like mostly low ends didn't rain that much. But I guess enough to flood this. I mean, unless I don't think it rained enough to really raise the lake that much, or any at all. So this is like basically lake level. Like the lake could have risen like a couple of feet, and it maybe been enough to flood all this. Like Lake Washington. I assume this would have flooded though from the water coming down the creek though. I don't know. Lake Washington is so huge, I can't imagine even that much rain being enough to raise it multiple feet. Hello.
Did you see the casserole?
No.
Yeah, there's a casserole over there.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. I only see ducks right now. There's a lot of ducks though. There's a bunch over there coming out from the shore. Oh, I was thinking, looks like there's more ducks now than earlier. It's probably the same way here. When I've been at Cedar River before, the ducks start moving down the river. It seems like they spend the night in the lake or by the lake, because like I'll see them before dusk start. Oh, hello. Thank you for the follow. I'll see them start heading down towards the lake about an hour before dusk, and then if you go out to the lake about right at dusk, there'll be a whole bunch of ducks. It kind of looks like it now that they might be slowly moving down the creek out towards the lake more. Which I guess it makes sense. I guess there's less stuff to eat them on the lake. So they go down and spend the night there. It's safer. My face is getting cold. Oh, really? They've been hanging out over there? Nice. Guess I should head back soon before it gets dark. It might be starting to get dark, but the camera makes it look bad. I almost hit front camera instead of zooming in while holding it right up at my face. I did that the other day and jump scared myself. Because you're like looking at the screen and you're expecting to like the camera to zoom in, and then all of a sudden you're looking at yourself. It's like, oh gosh. Yes, that part of the boardwalk where once it goes down, looks like it was definitely all flooded. Because there's gravel and stuff all over it. This looks quite a bit higher than it does on that side, like an extra foot higher or something. And it looks like it didn't flood. Oh, so they like bread also? I knew you give chickens bread. The ducks also like the bread. You see, none of this here looks like it was underwater. So I guess it just flooded that whole side of the park. None of this over here was as muddy as I was worried it would be either. Because some of this gets, once you get off the boardwalk, gets really muddy in the winter. And I was thinking like, well, if that was underwater, it's gonna be like too swampy. It was much drier than even the path going around by the blueberries. I mean, this part of the boardwalk is slipperier than the rest of it. Like I'm sliding again, kind of if I take a step forward too fast. Like push off from my foot too hard. Oh, so this part of it, they put traction things. This looks like a newer part that they've redone sooner. I guess because it gets so slippery, you just about need traction things on it to be able to walk like fast speed. Or either just be better at walking on slick stuff than me. Alright, so now we'll go back. We'd come around there earlier today, so now we're head back this way. So I haven't been reading the plaques today because I've read them all before. There's like a brand new looking bench there, but they keep this area cut for wildlife, if I remember right from what that plaque right there says. And I guess maybe that's a wildlife viewing bench. I don't remember there being one there before. This gets really muddy sometimes. It's actually not now, which is like what I'm so surprised at, because the other side of it like flooded, and I've tried to walk here before in the winter and just couldn't. Anyways, this goes all the way over to the other trail. It's kind of like a higher part around through where it's not swampy, and they keep it mowed for wildlife. And I'm just kind of shocked at how dry some of this is compared to... Although it's been pretty warm temperatures. When I've come here before and it's muddy and this part of the trail gets pretty soft is when it's been getting down to freezing or close to freezing a lot. So I guess there's some like freeze thaw going on. Oh yeah, see, here's another big grassy area. And it's been raining a lot, but it's been being up in the like upper 40s and 50s. Some. And not getting too cold at night. So it's been weird. I've been expecting everything to be super muddy from the flooding and rain, but a lot of the trails haven't actually been as muddy as they get like when it's been like really cold. And this also looks like they've remulched it since last winter. Oh no, bitrate's dying again. Don't know why it's struggling. I think when I've been here before, it struggled a little bit on this side of the park. It's weird that it's this bad though, when it's like great over on the other side of the creek. Maybe all these bushes and trees I'm down in are just so dense that they block the cell service. Right, this part does get really soft. Hello. The doggo's chasing a laser pointer. It looks like having a fun time. I've seen cats chase for laser pointers. I didn't think most dogs liked laser pointers, but that one looked very excited about it. I don't think it looks that horrible yet, video-wise. So I'll go down this way and go up the other trail. That was the one that goes straight up. But this other one's not that long. I've walked down it before. This would be a slight bit longer walk and going back up to the right on a different trail. This one right here with the steps. Oh, my legs are sore going up those steps. Oh yeah, that's what's weird. My hiking, my legs have been in great shape because I did a lot of hiking and bike riding with my dad when I was down there visiting. But I didn't play that much Fitbeat, and then I guess I didn't play Beat Saber for like a week. So when I streamed Beat Saber Friday, I only did like 300 and something squats. I remember near the end of the stream saying something about that and about how I wasn't even close to 500. Well, I couldn't hardly get up and sit back down. Get up off a chair yesterday and sit back down. I was so freaking sore. Here's you can't see them really good through the trees really well, with the downtown skyscrapers with the setting sun shining on them. But yesterday was like about 24 hours after I had played. I was thinking like, man, I'm glad now I didn't do 500 squats and I only did like 300 and something, because then I really wouldn't be able to walk. And I'm still really sore today. My upper legs and my butt. It's like, clearly you use different muscles squatting than if you don't do that many squats for like a month, then they make you really sore again. Because I had gotten where I could do like 400 or 500 in a stream, do that much Fitbeat, and just barely even get sore. And this time it was like less than that, and just like can't hardly move the next day. Okay, so that is the one I went by earlier. It had a boardwalk that cut off. When I first got by the first wood, where it looked like they were like redoing the boardwalk, talking about it, that's that trail. Comes up here. Here. I think it's dark enough that wide angle is too pixelated. So I'll switch to this lens. It's just slightly more bumpy when I walk. Man, like going up this hill, my legs are sore. It's like pain. I did a flat walk today because they were sore and didn't want to walk up a mountain, but probably should do enough hills where it warms them up until they're not sore. Then I'd be better off tomorrow instead of doing flat stuff where I'm not really even using those muscles. So this one goes on down and runs into the road even further down. I don't think I've gone that way before. Last time I went up this way, which I guess is what I'll do right now, since it's getting pretty dark under the trees. Before it gets where you can't see anything. I can still see fine. Stream will get where it looks not the best. My legs are sore. I keep saying that. Makes me want to go play more Fitbeat. Get in better shape. Where I don't get sore just doing like 300 squats. Alright, now we're back to the bike trail that goes along the road. I've ridden this before. It ends a little ways up here, and you have to ride in the bike lanes. I've done that before though, and rode around downtown, and then came back down a road over on the other side of the park. So here you have to walk up just a little bit of road. I guess you don't really have to walk along the road anymore going down the other trail, because you have the path that cuts off. This is just a really wide pavement for like walking section and the bike lane. If you're walking this way, you just have to like If you can't see people coming up behind you, you just have to hope someone's not looking at their phone, driving almost down the sidewalk. Alright, we made it back. I want to check something real quick. Hello. Did you ever go back and watch the VOD, Mr. Winniecat, of the Christmas lights after the parade? I think I said I was going to probably stop, but I got second wind, warmed up in the car, and went and watched them. I could go down there and, because I said I was going to come back another day when it's like earlier in the day and people could watch. I could go down there and look at the Christmas lights again, but it's Sunday evening, and I don't know if there's going to be any parking. That's what I wanted to look at. Oh, sorry. I still had the cable on my hand. I was going to look and see how busy the park looked. Ugh. Oh, my legs are so sore. Walking up that hill made them more sore, and now it's like... Alright, cool. I went and looked at another park with Christmas lights after the Christmas parade the other day. And I think you said you wanted to see those, but you were having to go to bed then because it was late. I didn't know if you watched them, if you went back and watched the VOD or not. Anyways, if I think there's parking, would anybody like to see Christmas lights now? Or should I just stop for the day?
Wi-Fi is on.
Sure about Christmas lights? Okay. Alrighty. Let me look at how busy it looks like it is. Worst case, I could just drive there. It'll probably be, actually, would say this time of night, I was about to say it'll probably be getting less busy when I get there. Normally it would, because people would be going home and getting ready for working tomorrow. But it's a lot of Christmas lights, so everybody's going to go there after dark to be able to see them. I'll drive down and try to find a parking space. Worst case, if I can't find any place to park, it'll just be a boring driving when it's almost dark down the interstate stream and then I'll just end down there. So worst case, it's just a little bit boring instead of me just stopping now. Best case, we get down there and find the parking space and get to look at Christmas lights. Or, hopefully. The lights only go on for another week, so Like, I thought one day this week I'd try to go to Leavenworth, like I said, and look at lights and stuff. So I probably have a chance to go by there another day, but like if I don't today, it might end up getting busy and not getting to go by the park and stream before the lights are over, because I think they go on, I think New Year's Eve is the last night. Let me check the traffic before I get on the interstate. It's Sunday night, but you never know when somebody's had a wreck and it's like nightmare traffic. It's all green and good. How do I actually, let's see, what's the fastest way to get there actually? Go all the way down. See, it wants me to get off there and go along the lake. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and head down and we can look at some Christmas lights. It's not a huge amount of lights, but like I could, you know, walk around for another like 30 or 45 minutes. Like, it's been longer if I really wanted to, but you can also see them all in like 30 minutes. Oh yeah, because the other thing, I want to go to Bellevue Botanical Garden and look at the lights, and they also end, I think, on the 31st. So, I had a lot of lights I was wanting to go and look at backed up since I've been gone like the whole month of December until last week. And it was like, last week, the days that I wasn't busy, I went up to see that Christmas parade on the last day it was going on. The Leavenworth lights go on, I think, until February, so I, you know, could do this other stuff first and do them later, but I thought the stream going there would be nice, and I'd really need Starlink to be able to stream that, which is why I was going to try to cram it into the next week. And I don't want to go, you know, pay for Starlink any other time in the winter, because I'm not going to use it enough to go, enough days to go pay for a whole month. So like if it, you know, if I don't do it this week when I have the Starlink service, I just wouldn't. I guess I could drive there and stream the lights at the city, but not the cool drive through the mountains. Oh, and it's supposed to be sunny the next few days, so I don't have to worry about the mountains, the roads being snowy. That's the other thing. I thought it's supposed to be like basically no chance of rain hardly until I think like Thursday. And Highway 2, which is the less sketchy road to go when it's snowy, is washed out. So you have to go on 91. And I guess it's at least it seemed like, from reading about it, people make it sound like maybe it's higher elevation or maybe it's just a curvier road. But people make it sound a lot more sketchy to drive on in the snow. Plus, then I guess you also have the traffic from two highways crammed into one, since one of the main highways is, you know, washed out. Oh, doesn't add it? I thought it added a lot. But when I looked at the time the other day, I think it said it was 2 hours and 20 minutes or 2 hours and 30 minutes or something to get there. So I guess it must only add like 20 minutes to the drive or something. Because I started researching it a few days ago. I thought, well, maybe the, Airbnbs will be cheaper if people are, not as many people are staying because Highway 2 is washed out and I can, spend the night. My first idea was to drive there and, go spend the night and then could drive back the next day. Because I thought it would be 3 or 4 hours. And then I actually looked at the directions and it's it's still easily close enough to drive there and back in the day and still have enough time to hang out there. So I guess assuming it's not snowy and stuff, it's just a 2.5 hour drive. I don't remember. I was thinking going down Highway 2 it was a little less than 2 hours, so I guess it probably only adds about 30 minutes each way. Man, it's kind of sad here. You can see the lake back there. You used to be able to see the lake here, and they put a freaking sound barrier up. When I first came up here, I thought it was really cool driving the interstate and getting to see the lake, and I assume they're going to put a sound barrier up along the whole thing as part of widening it. So you'll be driving here right beside the lake and never even know it. Getting off at this exit and going down along the lake is faster, according to Google. So that's what I'm doing. This is where I park sometimes and ride from the East Side Rail Trail, if anyone recognizes the area. Almost get there almost when it's too light to see the lights good. Probably only 5 minutes away. Oh, hello. How's it going? I went on a walk and now I'm driving to go to a park and look at some Christmas lights. Yeah, it's nice. It's like right at sunset. It's nice going along the lake also. You can see not that many trees here, so you can see the sky really well. So I could actually park here and walk in from the north end of the park. It's just some of it's not lit, so after it gets dark, I'd have to walk back, and then just have to walk back with a flashlight, like light. Although most of the trail's lit. But I could do that if there's no parking down here and I want to walk that far. But it's not. It's probably only like a half-mile walk down to where the lights are at. Oh, yeah, it's really late. It's 4:40 p.m. here, so it's like right at sunset. This is in Washington State in the U.S., like Seattle area. Lights are not turned on yet. Do they just turn them on at dusk? I figured they would turn on really early. Let's see. The parking lot over on the left, there might be some spaces, but it looks really, really, really packed. So I thought I'd just go down here first, since there's definitely some parking spaces. No, I'll just park right down here. Well, the lights aren't on yet, so I guess we'll walk around with the last of the daylight for a few minutes. Oh, it's still light enough to see the mountains, and the mountains have some really nice, like, snow on them. It snowed a whole bunch there. It looked like last night. I noticed that earlier today when I could see them. They were, like, especially snowy. Snowiest I've seen them this winter. It hadn't been snowing, even up in the mountains much. Alright. Let's see, my phone got to recharge some. It's still a little low. But it'll be fine. If we don't go like another hour and a half or something. You can make it like another hour. Let's see. Cell service. Trying to decide what I want to use. If I want to take my whole backpack or not. I guess I probably just will. I should switch this though where it's not using unlimited data. Alright, so no Wi-Fi. Well, can just if it really needs it. Alright, cool. Got that adjusted. Oh, the lights just came on. The ones right here, there's lights on these light poles. They're not on yet, but the ones on the building over there just turned on. So about half of them are on, and about half of them are not right now. Cool. It's like perfect timing.
Recording stopped.
Just get out and put my down coat back on so I don't freeze. And we'll leave. Hello. Oh, I didn't, man, this is really wet here. I should have walked somewhere else where it's slightly less, mushy. It's fine. I only like 3 steps, something really bad, and then I'm good. I did get my, feet a little bit. My shoes just a little bit muddy though. Only sunk in like an inch or so. There was like tracks there where other people's been walking by, but it's been a lot of people walking by and it's made it very mushy. Okay, so here, oh, the other lights just turned on, and with the ones on the light poles. Here, let me sit the phone down real quick on this page. Put my gloves on. All right. I'm gonna go walk down here first.
You haven't been to the yard?
Because there's a little bit of lights down here, and we can look at the lake a little, and then we'll go back and look at the rest of them. Oh, there's a lot of parking down here also. I thought this would be busier. I mean, it is Sunday, so a lot of people are starting to get ready to go to work. And I guess it has been going on for like a month or something like that. Because I think these lights start at like right before Thanksgiving, I think. Or maybe it's right after. And they go on until the end of the year. Age. Wait, so I'll just hang out someplace when the ads start and not make anyone miss lights. So I walked here. So this is the park I walked at when I locked myself out of the house. For anyone that was here then. And walked along the trail at night, because you can see the trail going all the way along the edge of the lights. The Christmas lights just end right here. But that day I walked way down there in the light, and then came back once it got dark. It goes down along the lake a ways. Oh, here it's gotten darker, so you can't really see them, but you can see the mountains just a little bit over that way and see the snow on them. The camera makes it look horrible this late at night with this much light, but that's Olympic Mountains for like an Olympic National Park. And then, all right, it's ad time. So I'll hang out here until, I didn't realize it was that close to ads. I would have just sat in the car and warmed up more. I wasn't keeping up with how long I had been live. I hear music coming from over there. I don't know if it's that boat coming in and they're playing music, or if there's something going on someplace. Oh yeah, so it's crazy. Well, actually, I'll talk about it after the break is over, or the ads are over, so people don't miss. So is there a minute left? All right, welcome back. Oh yeah, I started to say, and I want to wait so everyone could hear it. So the Cedar River runs out right over there, like past these buildings, like right there. Well, anyways, I went down there a few days ago and looked at it. There's these huge like sandbars going out into the lake. Basically, it's washed so much sand and dirt out into the lake, and it's like the water used to be going like fast in the river, but as soon as it got to the wet lake, it spread it out and you couldn't see it. But there's a channel with a river going way out into the lake with just trees on both sides and sand built up, and the water's still just rushing. Like the river's gone down, like it's just barely higher than normal, but it like looks like it's rushing out there compared to how I'm used to it looking, because the lake's like full. Like the lake is so much shallower than it was. So it's like a crazy amount of sand and stuff like that it's just washed out into it. I went and streamed walking along the river some. Actually, I walked out to there. That's the day that it started raining when I was, and so I ended it. It was a really short stream, but it was almost dark that day and you couldn't hardly see. So I went down there one afternoon in the daylight, and it's like, and once the river had gone down, because I was wondering what it would look like when there was less water coming out, and it's like freaking crazy. So here's the lights we're gonna go see. They're on all the trees over there, and then on the all of them. Okay, no, never mind. They all are all turned on now. And then on the pier, or the dock that sticks out. But it's kind of crazy where the lake, where the river runs into the lake, looks totally different than it used to. Because like I've gone there kayaking before, and me and Vera went and rented kayaks one time last summer and went kayaking there, and you could kayak out of the lake up into the river like really easy. The water right around that part of the lake wasn't even like, pushing you out, basically, because it was like deep enough. But now, like, it's so shallow there, it's washed so much sand and dirt out into the lake. I don't think you could, I don't know, I can't, people that could paddle good could, but I can't kayak much. I don't know that I could paddle enough to even make it to the mouth of the river, hardly, like paddle against the moving water. So like some of the trails I saw and stuff had been, or some of the, when I streamed there the other day, some of the trail looked like it had a lot of sand over it, like a foot of sand on part of it and stuff. Well, it's also washed that much out into the lake. Because like part of it over there, that's normal lake level, where the water should be like a couple feet deep, there's just like an actual dry sandbar sticking up out of the water now and stuff. So basically that whole area of the lake is like multiple feet shallower than it was. trail's really muddy here. This tree is cool with the phone lightens it up so much. Like wide angle's pixely, but the light looks more like how it does for me. It's cool with the big red and green globes hanging on it. Yeah. Why is my TTS stopped reading? It didn't read that at all. Give me a moment. I'm trying to fix it. Let's see. Maybe I had the sound turned down. I don't know. I'm gonna find out if it's deafening the next time someone says something or if it's just not working. But yeah, this is pretty nice. It's like a city park. So I'm used to places with this many nice lights. You have to pay to go see the lights. And this is just a free to go to city park. Good thing. All right, TTS is working good. They just yelled, "This is gorgeous" at me. Like,
I think we should.
I said yelled because I wasn't sure how, if I had it turned down, so I turned it way up. So it went from me not being able to hear it to like screaming at me. But cool, yeah, it is really nice. It is only going on for another week, so that's why I wanted to make sure I got to come here again before it ended, where people could watch. Oh, there's Christmas music playing over there. So they must be playing music at the park. They weren't the other day when I came here. But that was also like an hour before the park closed. This is way earlier in the day. So I came by here after the Christmas parade the other night. I was talking about doing it, and then I decided I just...
Like in a tall ceiling in the...
Okay, I'll get it. Okay.
I almost got crashed into by a bike. And then I decided I got cold. I decided I was cold and got tired when I got back in the car. But then by the time I drove down here, I decided I'd just wait and see how I felt when I got down here. And by the time I drove down here, I had warmed up and got like second wind. and decided I felt like walking around. You actually, that place right there does sell cocoa. Actually, I forgot, but now that you say something about it, because me and Meryl's gone here before and walked around when it was really, really cold, and actually went in there and got cocoa. And it was nice having something warm to drink when it was like, I don't know, one day when it was down in the 40s or 30s, about the same as today, but before I got used to the cold. What is a wide angle? It's a little pixelated, but that makes it look, the light's better. Like lighting wise. Oh, this is cool. I was talking about last stream. They usually have bright white lights here on all the lights, so you can see how to walk around. But over here, the trees light it up a lot, so they actually changed them out for big green and red bulbs. And hi, Pee-Pee. Welcome back. Hope you had a nice shower and nice rest of your evening or day. This is a different place than I was walking at earlier. I just thought I would come back here and look at the lights. They're only going on for like another week, and I have a bunch more lights I want to look at the next week. So I figured this was a good night to get these in. Oh, nice. I'm hungry. I want to, I want to eat when I get home. Cool down and down on. I get cold.
I was like, who is that?
I was having like a kid came flying over to the other side of the trail. I was having to get between people. It's like they're everywhere, blockade across the trail. I don't even know, is this, I can't tell on my phone, is this pixelated? Or would it look better if I did it? Well, right now, zoomed in obviously looks better with the lighting. Those, when I'm looking towards some of the stuff that's too bright, it lightens it up. and I switched it to wide angle because it doesn't really brighten everything as much. All right, yeah, it's just, see, wide angle lens makes everything look dark, like the light look darker, like it does to me. This looks similar to what I see, where this, like, you know, really brightens up the water and the sky. So it probably looks better, but it doesn't look as realistic. The reason I was staying on this lens is the other one gets super pixelated because it can't handle not having enough light. I'm just using my iPhone, but that's zooming in and out. As soon as I zoom it out enough where it swaps what lens it's using on the back of the phone, it just like right there, it like really changes how stuff looks. In a normal camera app, I can adjust the lighting and make it not over like brighten everything, but not with this, or at least not that I've found how to. You either can't or I don't know how. Yeah, it's like just certain places, like these white lights in front of me. Well, I don't know. It's not really right now. Some of the stuff I was looking at earlier when I was looking across the lake, I tried switching it back and forth, and the lights were really like washed out on the, you know, zoomed in lens, like brightening it enough that you couldn't see the colors as well. Oh, that's that boat sitting there. That's who's playing music. I was wondering, since there wasn't music here last time I was here. I guess it's kind of like this. See, I think the colors look a little more vibrant, like darker, but you can tell the colors apart better than like here, especially like the ones on the railing. So yeah, it's like some stuff looks better one way and some stuff looks better the other way, and I've never felt like I've gotten a good gauge at which I should use to make the last stream. When I went to watch a Christmas parade, I kept a lot of it on the wide angle lens, and it didn't look that bad on my this is the Renton Airport. It's where all the like little single engine planes fly. It's over there. See these big buildings? It's on the other side of them. So the planes tonight are taking off over the water over there, and then circling around over here. Look, here's some ducks hanging out. So I'm like right under the flight path from where the ones that are like going south, they take off over there and kind of like circle around over the lake and then come back this way, right over. So this place here has hot chocolate. It's Ivar's. They have like a clam chowder and stuff like that. They're like really busy in there right now. Or I guess not too busy. Oh, the boat's leaving. The Christmas music boat. goodness, I was walking on flat stuff and I start going up the stairs and I can feel the fit beat. I start going up the stairs and my legs are like, don't want to function. So you can walk up in there, but there's like 20 people in there right now up there. Maybe not quite 20, but enough that I don't want to go up there. Maybe if it gets less crowded later. It's just a little platform you can like look off and see around the park. So these, if you can't tell, these are supposed to be walking clams or running clams. Like clams that they make chowder out of. Because the place Ivar's over there that I said had the hot chocolate, they do like clam chowder and stuff. And they, I guess, pay for the lights, or at least part of them, sponsors them. So they call these clam lights. Clam lights, not clown lights. I don't know if I could really talk good. So those are supposed to be running clams. Just walk down here and then I'll turn around and come back same path. And then oh, there's a boat cruising away. So the park goes on over there, and it's all lit. Like you can walk around all the way over to there, but the lights end right here. So this is like the last of the lights you can see. Oh, here's the bulbs I was talking about. These are usually bright light bulbs like they have out there. But like the lights on the trees here, and especially these here brighten up a lot, brighten up the area so much. I just think this is kind of cool, nice small detail. Like they put, huge bulbs, like red and green bulbs in them, so it makes it's just more Christmassy little detail. And you don't need the light because all the other Christmas lights light up the area. All right, I'll cruise back this way. There's another trail that kind of goes along. See all the lights that we could see from across the water. And then that would be pretty much all of them. It's not a huge amount here, but enough to, walk around, look at for, I don't know if I've been here, like almost 30 minutes. I guess 22 hours, 25 minutes. And I guess the ads ran about 2 hours. It's still really crowded up there, so I'm not gonna go up into the mosh pit. Oh, hello. Yeah, the Colin or Coolin, however you say it. I've never known how to pronounce this part good. Or that well. But hello and welcome. It's like one of the coolest like free things to do to go see lights. So I walked around, did a walk before it got dark. So I figured I'd come back here and see the lights tonight. Coolon. Okay. I guess Coolon is right. So it's like Gene Coolon. The lights up on the building are cool also. Like a lot of lights here. Ah, okay, cool. So I guess you probably came here a lot if you live nearby. I grew up in the southeast and I moved up here the end of 2021. So I've lived in the area for like 4 years now. I guess almost exactly 4 years. This is one of those places. This is lightening it up, and like if I go wide angle, it darkens it more, closer to how I'm seeing it, but really pixelated because this lens just can't handle the light. So the colors are more accurate, but they look worse. That's why, like, when it's like this, I can't decide which lens I should try to, which one I should try to make it use. It's like, well, that's a cool experience. You get to see accurate colors. This looks better, zoomed in looks better on a video, but is less accurate.
You like a picture of yourself, sweetie? Want me to take a picture for you?
No, thank you.
No? Okay.
I'm just taking pictures of the
Get a
lights.
little video? Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for offering.
You're welcome.
She was nice, offering if I wanted a picture of myself with lights. I can actually do that because my arms are so long, like lights here, and well, you can get quite a few of them in. Like I have built-in selfie sticks. It's like you just like, you know, reach your arm out and the phone's far enough away to get. Carol said that before because I can get us both in a selfie like really easy. So see, here's another plane circling around. It just took off and it's circling around and it'll come like right over us. We're right under the flight path for the airport. Actually, I guess that one's going off a different direction. It's just kind of going right over us. I think some of the ones earlier curved slightly more over. Or maybe I was just further down at the park. Oh, these lights are off for some reason. There's one strand. Oh, yeah. Let's see, can you see any of them right now? I don't see them right now, but yeah, sometimes if you're at the lake here, you can see them like from the north coming in to like land at the airport. Like you can look up towards downtown and just see the big like passenger planes just like lined up. Like when it gets like in the evening and it's like really the like I guess peak time where people are flying in. These are cool. They're just like white lights, but they light up the fir trees really high up and light up the whole area. Oh really? Wait, is it open already? I knew it was supposed to open soon. I've never actually ridden the light rail. In the 4 years that I've lived here. So I kind of want to go check it out. Like, it'd be interesting to ride it to see what it's like. I've never been on it. The only train I've ever been on is in Chattanooga. At least the only one I remember I've ever been on is in Chattanooga. There's a train museum. Oh, okay, cool. But down there's a train museum, and they have an old like steam engine that they pull a short train on. They have some longer ones also, but you can do this short, like go there and it's a short, like I don't know, 30-minute or hour ride or something like that, where you go on down on some property, like train tracks just down from the museum, and you go all the way down to this turntable, and then they unhook the engine and turn it around, and then go hook it to the other end of the train and pull the train back, and you get to see all of that. It's just kind of cool. I remember doing that when I was a kid. That's the only train I've ever been on, like a little short passenger train with an old steam engine. It'd be interesting to ride on like the Sounder or Amtrak or something here and see what it's like, and the light rail, since I've never been on like a commercial, like for traveling passenger train, just a train. Yeah, basically. And the cars were like old passenger cars, if I remember right. Like they used when they, yeah, it was like a basically antique train, like an old steam engine and really old passenger cars that you got to ride in. Oh, hi Cyril. Wait, so did you have to drive? Is that like when you were here for PAX? Yeah, I know you can take Amtrak down to from here down to Portland. Okay. I guess you had to rent a car and drive. Yeah, I guess if you were like coming in, if it's for PAX or whatever, or anything downtown, you can ride the train, you know, straight into downtown. And then just basically walk everywhere you need to. Anyways, I guess that's all the lights, so. Oh, okay. Well, that's good then. At least that worked out. And I guess faster also. If I remember right from when I looked at it before, it's faster to. Yeah, I was wondering about that also. It's like, sounds like it's down here someplace. I pointed my hand out and like that lens was so dark I don't know you could even see it. I was wondering if the mic picked that up or not. So that's cool, it does. Yeah, before I ever moved up here, so it's back when I used to play Dota 2, and Valve used to, the International, which is the big Dota 2 championship, the early one, they used to just have it in Seattle. The first few years they had it in Seattle every year before they started moving it around to different cities. And I was thinking about coming up here for one of them, and my plan, no, I haven't. Can it listen to the birds and tell you what bird it is? Like on your phone mic? Yeah. That sounds like something an app would do, so I was curious. That'd be cool to have. I do hear birds quite often and wondering what kind of birds they are. Oh, okay. But yeah, I figured out that I could just fly up here and take light rail from the airport to downtown and then walk everywhere I needed to go, and I could get by without renting a car, which saves a, you know, massive amount of money. Because a lot of places, it depends on where and stuff, but I've looked at vacations before, and like renting the car is the next most expensive thing after the lodging. Is like more expensive than the plane tickets getting there and stuff. Sometimes renting the car can be more expensive than the lodging. See if I can get my other phone to unlock. I was gonna look at it. So you can't sit down here. It's like all wet. Let's see. You can sit the phone down real quick though. Here, hold on, chat. You sit down here on the wet table real quick. Alright, there we go. Oh, okay, yeah, it comes right up. I mean, you start. Well, unfortunately the bird has stopped, so even I get the app, I was gonna try to see what kind of bird it was. Oh really? You found that from the sound? Cool. Did you find out from the sound through the stream? Oh, there's a herring or something out there in the middle. I just noticed that. It's so dark, I didn't really notice. Look down there. It's like a rock out in the water and a herring on it. I don't know if it looks very good. It's so dark. The camera is really struggling with the light, but you can at least tell there's a bird there. Dang, that is really impressive. That it could hear it good enough through the stream to identify it. But I guess if you set location to here, like if it knows what kind of birds are going to be here, there's probably not any other bird that really sounds similar. So if it can kind of hear it decently, then it'll identify it. I started downloading the app, but it's like huge. It's like 200 megabytes. Or not huge. It's just huge for how slow my internet is here. Which is weird. That's what it's mostly using to stream. But I've had this happen before when like I'm using that phone and the upload's maxed out, then the download doesn't hardly work. Even if it's someplace where I would have fast download. At least that's what it seems like. Which, I mean, I can see that if the upload's maxed out, you can't get enough upload and to use the download. Alright, this is kind of more like what it looks like for me, where it's not like the overly lightening it up. Bird connects Seattle and East Side Audubon. Oh. That sounds like it could be fun. I have heard of East Side Audubon and I don't know why. Maybe it's from Bellevue Botanical Garden? I feel like there was some stuff there. I don't know where else I would have seen it. Or maybe a park someplace with signs. But that name especially sounds familiar. Like I've definitely, you know, seen some of their stuff advertised or something before. Anyways, that's pretty much all the lights. So I guess, oh, I see. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've been to Bellevue Botanical Gardens a few times. I don't remember. Last time I went there, they have a greenhouse there where they plant, I guess start growing the plants. And they had some signs up, I think for some classes. They had some volunteer signs up for some stuff that you could go there and volunteer for. And I believe they also had some signs for some, like how to take care of your plants or how to grow plant like classes. And I don't know if that was East Side Audubon and we're doing plant stuff or is somewhere else. It was some club or group that it's just, that's reminding me of it. Anyways, I guess since we're pretty much looked at all the lights, I guess I'll just start heading back now. Yeah, it's kind of cold. I was like sitting still too much and it's like, okay, I either want to walk more or just go ahead and in stream and get in the car. That's what I was thinking about then. Plus it's maybe, it was a nice view, but probably boring too long just me standing there looking at it. But we've looked at all the lights, so I guess I'll go ahead and stop for the night. Oh, it ended up being almost a 3-hour stream, so that's actually pretty good. I didn't realize it had been that long. I've been here for, I guess, like almost an hour now, looking at the lights. I really like this tree. The huge globes. Yeah, thanks for watching Ari and Mr. Winnie Cat. Yeah, I'm glad it was fun to watch. My clam light survey. I wonder what this is. So clam lights are the lights here because Ivar pays for them. That's why they have those walking clowns. Or clowns. I swear I can talk. I keep trying to say it fast and saying clowns instead of clowns. They are really similar words, or at least similar the way I say them. Oh, it asks you a bunch of questions, huh? Glad you see the Christmas lights. Okay, cool. Yeah, I came by here after the parade, but I had already said I was probably just gonna stop, and there weren't really that many people. I think everybody that watched the parade almost everybody had left by then. And I knew it was too late for you to watch. And probably too late for most other people, because that was actually pretty late. Because I came here like right before they closed. So I guess it was like 8 o'clock or something, my time. Because during the lights, they're open until 9 p.m. It's usually not open that late. but it's staying. I think in the winter, this time of year, it usually closes at like 8, but they're staying open until 9. How am I gonna go back to my car? I don't really want a mud bog like I did over here. Oh man, there's someone else that just mud bogged. They're taking their shoes off now on the path. Someone just screwed up way more than I did. Probably just faster to walk down here and then walk up the road. So this right over here, it looks like grass, and it's misleading because there's tracks in it where people's walked, and it doesn't look like it sinks in that much, but I guess it's rained more since then. And you go over and then you step in it, and it's just like you just sink. So I did that, and I was just walking by, and some other people walked in like the same part I sunk at. But at least I had hiking shoes that kept all the mud out of my shoes. It looks like they might have not been as lucky. Which is really... But yeah, I walked it. It looks like it's nice and solid. You step and you're like, oh crap. Like, this is not good. Yeah, it's really nice. It's been raining so much. I went down to visit my parents for Thanksgiving and then stayed a few weeks after that. So I actually only came back last week. So I missed all the really heavy rain when the flooding happened. I didn't come back until after, like the week after all the crazy flooding, but it's still been pretty rainy. It's been raining hard a lot, or at least hard for, Seattle area rain. Like, I'm used to still going outside. Oh, this bench is dry, so I can actually sit here and go find someone to raid. Oh, my legs will let me sit down. I'm cold now and stiff. Oh, goodness. Now I even feel the fit beat even more. My legs are so sore from doing all those squats the other day that it actually is still hurting just sitting on them on this hard bench. I guess especially since I'm cold. It is like 48 hours after all the squats, which is when I get, maximum sore. So it's like I can't hardly sit down or stand up. Yeah, it's nice. I'm gonna try to go to Leavenworth one day, since it's not supposed to rain. I shouldn't have to deal with snow going over the passes, and go see the Christmas lights. So I think I'm actually gonna try to do that tomorrow or Tuesday. I figure it's a really good time to try to go when there's basically no chance of rain. So I'll be less likely to get over there and then it starts snowing and have to come back in the snow. I've done that before, gone across the Cascades rock climbing, and then it started snowing that evening and I had to drive back over 90 in the freaking, snowing really hard. Like, you could just barely even freaking see how to drive. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go try to raid someone before the ads start. I think. I think I'll raid Saren. They're playing Marvel Ravels right now, but they've been doing this cool music stream. So I assume when they stop playing Marvel Ravels, they'll go play Christmas music and stuff. Is that be a cool place to hang out, maybe? You see ya, Fifi? Bye, everyone else. Oh yeah, you better say bye before the ads start. I hope you all have a nice rest of your night, and thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you all later whenever I stream again. like I said, I'm going to try to either tomorrow or Tuesday go to Leavenworth. So if that actually happens, that'll be like starting really early in the day, like probably like, I don't know, noon or something, driving over there. So I have a couple hours before it gets dark, and then go walk around after dark and look at the lights some. So it'll probably be long also, like, I don't know, 6 hour stream or 8 hour or something. But yeah, see ya, Fifi and Airy, Jet Pinky, Mr. Winnie Cat, anyone else is here. I'll see you all later. Whenever the raid. Oh wait, this app does have a raid countdown timer. It won't let me start the raid earlier, but it shows me when it's about to go. That's actually